Need any other equipment really. We're fine with just the staves or the wands that are powerful. Alright. I just had some McDonald's a little while ago. It was pretty good actually. Then I stopped at 7-Eleven and got some munchies. Got some roasted peanuts and stuff like that. Now we're gonna go down the stairs. This game is really neat. I've heard a lot of people compare it to like World of Warcraft meets Diablo 2. And if that's the case, I would probably love World of Warcraft. Never played that game, but I think I would really like it. That's part of the reason I've never played it, is because it's not free, and I would easily spend like all my money playing it. It's not something I really want to do. So I've been looking into other free multiplayer games online. Found a couple, but I haven't found anyone to play with me, so far I'm just gonna be sticking with Torchlight. And let's see the damage difference here. Yeah, I'm just gonna unequip that for now, because the damage difference is so much that I don't even want to have the chance to attack with it. Because you normally rotate attacks. You attack with one, then you attack with the other. But I only want to attack with this one because it's so much more powerful. And neither of them have buffs that are so good that are worth keeping on. So like I said, I should be moving through this pretty quick as long as I don't get stuck with any crappy items. The pets should be doing fine. These missiles actually, excuse me, hiccuping, actually like heat seek to them, so that's super useful. Even if they try to dodge, they'll still get hit. Oh, looks like I picked up a fire wand that I don't want. Completed a quest there, which is super useful again. Always want to be completing the quests as much as possible. And the dungeons are relatively randomly generated. They're not like 100% randomly generated. There's like, I think, a bunch of different room or like level setups that you can choose that get chosen for you. As I said, this is going to be really easy. I'm pretty much just slaughtering all these enemies. But it's for ease of walking through. And for you guys to watch like the whole game and see how it plays. For those of you who've never played it, you get to see more of the game this way faster. You don't have to watch hours upon hours of footage. So we're going to identify all this crap. Get rid of that. We'll equip that. Pistol here. I'm not going to be using that. This is a little bit better. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And not level 5 yet. So, and we're slaughtering these enemies while I'm not even here. Come around the back here. Come in here and give him the Ember Shock. Back up here, pop the TNT barrel. Right next to the little. He'll be alright though. This staff also, or this wand also gives mana when it hits, which is really nice. That was miscast there. Oh, damn it. Okay, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 like that. And for my battle, I'm going to be leveling Ember Shock again. And I believe this is able to be equipped now. Identify this. 22 health. 9 electrical resistance. That's not worth it, I don't think. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Now I got 2 strong staffs here, which should help me power through these freaking enemies. See right here, as we're entering, the enemies are going to be coming from behind us, I believe. Yep, there we go. I got a spell here of elemental protection. Nothing I really want. If you saw those effects that just happened there, those are from the electric staff. And activating my Ember Shock here in this group of enemies is a good way to take them all out. It is interruptible though, your spells, so you need to be careful about being too close to enemies that are too aggressive. Alright, see what I got here. 9 is the hotkey to hit the identify scroll. If you haven't been noticing me identifying things pretty quickly, we're going to put that down there. Spell. I'm not going to be using that at all. Going to be going this way first. Taking these guys out relatively easily. And I really am having a lot of fun playing this character. He's really dynamic in the ways you can build. Each of these 3 characters makes up for them only having 3. Like, you can build him in many different ways. He can be built as a summoner, like where he has like a lot of minions. He can be built in like the way I'm building him, which is like somewhat melee oriented with the Ember Shock skill. And I might be using dual wielding later on, depending on how things turn out. So, it's definitely worth playing, I think, for those of you who are even semi-interested in this type of gameplay. So now we got a mini boss over there. I'm going to try to get in there. If I can get in there and cast it. There we go. Fame increase right there. As you may have noticed, what I talked about earlier, where you gain a level for fame only. I'm going to level up my Ember Shock once more. Get that at a high level so I can be make sure when I hit him with the Ember Shock it's dealing a lot of damage. And it's so awesome to watch Little Jones cast a fireball. So what I've been waiting for my whole life. I'm like, Little Jones, just cast a fireball. He's like, Dad, I'm a cat. And now here he is, casting fireballs. Finally did what I asked. Told you it wasn't that difficult. Now if I want to get in here up close as I can and pop that skill off so I can maul the whole group of them at once. And now we're going to check my inventory and clear it out a bit. Not going to be using melee weapons here. I'm only going to be using wands and staffs. Not guns either. Let's see what this is. Crap. Okay, perfect. Well, he was going to be sent back anyway. Now, one good thing to note as well is that when you send your pet back, even if you go downstairs, he just still ends up catching there. Because one time I sent him back and then I finished out the level that I didn't know was almost over, and he met me back in town. So it's not like you can lose him. I was like, great, I just lost my pet in the dungeon. But you actually don't lose him. He just chases you down. He's like, you can't get away from me that easy, Dad. But regardless, he's back now. Appears from the mist. 925 gold. Such an awesome feature of this game. I'm really going to miss that feature when I'm playing Diablo 2. Not to mention in Diablo 2 they have like the inventory system where some things take up like a bunch and you actually have to like micromanage your inventory. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that. So now we are at the boss. This is the Dank Chamber, and the boss we fight here is Brink. He's standing right behind me. What a son of a bitch. So, we have a crazy demon guy there with bent backwards legs, and we're going to skip this crap because it's just this guy saying I set up a plot, and there's that guy, and I'm about to frickin' pawn you. And now I run into the energy thing. For some reason, I'm like, let's run in there in that crazy wave of energy. Absolutely no reason. And considering it's on easy, I'm just going to run in there and start pwning this guy if I can. And doesn't look like he's that strong on normal. And looks like he's about to go down. So, not that difficult for the first boss. Again, it is on normal, so keep that in mind when noticing how quickly I pwned the shit out of him. I've begun a new